a small charity for dads called DadSpace, which is brotherly support between fathers.
Fantastic. So what does that involve exactly?
So DadSpace basically gives all dads a safe place to talk, listen and share experiences in fatherhood.
Right, OK. I'm a dad myself. I've got a 14-year-old boy, 11-year-old daughter. So, yeah, sometimes you do need that space, I must admit.
Absolutely, yeah. So, I mean, originally when I started it was going to be just for, like, expecting dads or new dads.
Yeah.
But then speaking to quite a lot of my friends and stuff who've got older children like yourself, they said, you know, the problems or issues don't get any easier, they just get different. So I decided that it should be available for all dads.
That's really good. And how did you start this, first of all?
So it started 2 years, actually, ago in November 21. I started the first ever meetup, and my inspiration really come from my own experiences from being a dad. We struggled, my wife and I, at the beginning, and become quite disconnected. And I was really sort of wanting to reach out somewhere where I could go and talk. And there really wasn't anywhere, you know, whereas a dad, you know, you're thinking about financial worries, am I going to be a good dad, etc. Am I going to be a good husband, all these things. And I kept thinking about it, and through COVID really was where I started thinking about it more, thinking, well, this idea is there, it's all very well thinking about it, why don't I just do it? And then that's when I put the very first meeting on, yeah.
It's such a great idea as well, because you're right, as a dad, sometimes you think you're on your own, you think these things are just happening to you, and unless you talk to other dads, you realise actually these are sometimes common things.
Exactly that, and the thing is as well, there's the myth that men don't talk.
Yeah.
I found out that's very untrue from the very first meeting, because if you give dads a safe environment, they will open up.
Yeah, give them the opportunity.
You give them that opportunity and they feel safe in an environment that's, okay, I'm with other dads here. It's quite a... Unless you're there, I can't really explain it, but, you know, because all of our meetings are physical, you know, physical meetings, you can't really sort of explain to anyone unless you come to those meetings, the atmosphere and how much it helps people. It's amazing, yeah.
And it's interesting what you touched on there. Am I a good dad? Do you know what? That's gone through my mind many times. And sometimes you think, does my son even like me? You know, you get those kind of feelings. And teenagers, they're up and down with their mood swings and things like that. I was when I was his age. And but sometimes you think, is this just me? Am I doing the same as, you know, am I as good a dad as my son's friends' dads?
Of course, yeah. I think we do, don't we? I think we naturally, as humans, as men, we compare, don't we? And we want to achieve and do better, you know, and things like that. And the thing with DadSpace is you don't come there to get the answers.
No,
you know, we don't say we're certainly not any professionals at all. I'm just a dad, but I give that safe environment. But by speaking to other dads there, you find sometimes you do get the answers that you want from their experiences, whether they're older dads who've had teenage kids or younger kids, and with their life experiences, that helps the younger dads.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I took my son to Thorpe Park with 3 of his mates, and took him there. The minute I got there, it was like, well, you can go now, Dad, you know? I was like, oh, okay, right, I'm a taxi driver. Is that normal? I found out later that's quite normal. You know?
I remember being like that when I was younger with my dad, and then he'd take us to places and that, and be like, yeah, right.
Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. My friends' dads are cooler than you, but you find that actually they're all saying the same thing to their dads and that kind of thing. So
exactly.
But, you know, you don't know these things, and it's, you know, it must be great to have that community of dads together and sort of just have a chat.
It really is that, and it's you know, some people it's a real release, and they've got some real stuff they need to get off their chest, some real personal things that are going on in their life, and equally you've got guys that are coming along for friendship.
Yeah.
Who want to meet other people, meet other friends. They haven't got they may not be from this area, and they come to it new, and they go, okay, there's DadSpace there, I can go and meet some more dads who are a bit like me. So it's very broad, and you know, we have that real mix there of, like, you can come along there and know that whatever's on your mind, it will stay in that room, and you've got that safe environment. And equally as well, we bring in the professionals. We have professionals come in every sort of month or so. Like we had ADHD specialists come in to speak about that with adults and children with ADHD. We've had all sorts of... So, like I say, we don't give the professional advice, but we do signpost.
Yeah.
Which is always very, very important, for us.
Yeah, that's fantastic, because everyone's got different angles and different situations as well. You know, I'm married, I've got my wife there with my kids, so we try to support each other. But some dads are single dads too.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
And, you know, and need that extra advice and support as well.
Yeah.
So what a really thing you're doing, Denver.
Oh, thank you.
Really
thank
good.
you.
How long has it been running?
So I started it in, be November 2 years ago, 2021.
Right.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. So, pretty much 2 years to the day.
So kind of off the back of the pandemic when probably a lot of parents needed that extra support too.
It was just when it was releasing and we was like, they were talking about another lockdown and I'm thinking, I don't know if we're going to be able to launch this, but luckily we managed to carry on and it was, just outside of as COVID sort of released,
Because people forget, the amount of time we were spending all together in one house. Kids weren't going to school, people weren't going to work, and it created a lot of stress and anxiety for children.
Absolutely, the family unit. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I think we all need somewhere to go and talk, really, for my mum's, dad's, children.
Absolutely. Look, you're obviously doing a great job because I hear you've won an award recently too.
Yes.
Tell us about that. You've got the certificate in front of you.
I have, yeah. So a couple of weeks ago, we was invited along to an event by Mind in Bexley for the Kent Mental Wellbeing Awards, and DadSpace was fortunate enough to win 2 awards there. So
brilliant. Champion 2023.
Champion 2023. So I mean, one of the awards we knew we was going to receive because we'd had the notification. But when we was on the night, they gave out a few special champion awards, and when we got this one, this was a real surprise. And we was awarded this by Sir Terry Waite as well, who was the keynote speaker of the event. So it was quite a special
night. Oh, that's fantastic. And there's some dads listening thinking, I've never gone to something like this before. It feels a bit anxious going along. Do I need it? Can someone come along, just check it out and see if it's for them?
Absolutely. I mean, the main thing I say to the guys as well, we have our talking piece, which is our circle that goes around. And with that, you can say as much or as little as you want. If you just want to say your name and then pass it on, you can do that. Or equally, if you want to hold that talking piece, you can talk for as long as you want. So there really is no pressure. You could just come along and just sit there and just see what it's all about. Just come for a half an hour. Or equally, stay for the whole event.
Fantastic. It's great that there's something for dads out there. And you should say, that stigma of not talking is changing, thankfully. And people are starting to talk more.
I believe so. And what makes us quite unique, I think, is there are quite a few platforms out there now for dads, which is great to see. A lot of them are online. And I think it's very, very important to have that. But I think what makes us unique is all our events are physical meetups.
Yeah.
And you can't reenact that online.
No.
You can to a point, but not properly.
No, fantastic. You've got a few thank yous as well, haven't you? You want to mention? Feel free, go for it.
Yeah, if I could just mention that we're launching Ashford.
Yes.
First.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have our locations are in Maidstone at the moment and Sevenoaks, but we're now launching Ashford. Next Tuesday, in fact, Tuesday the 7th of November, between 7 and 9 at Repton Connect Community Centre in Ashford. Yeah, all of our details, and you can book your free tickets. All our events are free via our website at www.dadspace.co.uk. But yeah, that's our first one in Ashford, so that's
brilliant.
And then we're looking to in the new year to open up Canterbury and Broadstairs.
So you really are spreading out across the county, which is great.
The plan is, if we can, is to sort of really cover that spine of Kent, really, and make sure that there's the hubs there for all dads, knowing that availability is there, and it's a free service. That's what we want to be able to do. So that is no dads are restricted by any financial worries or anything like that. That's the most important thing, yeah.
And a few thank yous you got as well.
Yeah, I have, yeah. So, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
You're more than welcome.
Because I keep wanting to do it and I haven't had a chance to do it. So, I must thank the DadSpace team who work with me. It's not just me behind DadSpace. Michael, who is the other director who works on all of our website stuff, all of our poster designs. And I wouldn't be able to be here without him. Also to Rob and V, our 2 volunteers through DadSpace as well, who have helped us out massively behind the scenes as well with all of our marketing and promoting, etc. And I must just thank our venues that supported DadSpace from the very beginning. Never charged us a penny for using their spaces. People. These sort of people are invaluable.
Yeah.
The first one is Fitter, Stronger, Faster, which is a fantastic community gym in Maidstone. We do events there where we combine exercise with...
okay.
Yeah, so we do exercise sessions for dads.
Yeah.
And then we still have our sit-down circle as well afterwards, so it's combining the
well-being side of things.
Yeah, for your mental health and your physical health. So yeah, please check them out. They've been a fantastic support to us. The Albion pub in Bolton-on-Chelsea, where we have all of our sit-down events. Massive thank you to them. The Musket Brewery, also in Bournemouth-on-Chelsea. They have a marquee they let us use at no cost. All the team at the Blue Reef coffee shop and festival.
Yep.
I know you're aware of.
Yeah, we know those guys down there, Jay and the team.
Yeah, so they've been a massive support to DadSpace from the beginning. And lastly, Rutes, the Lost Gardens of Sevenoaks, where we hold a lot of family events over there for Easter, Christmas, things like that, Halloween events, where we really sort of have events on there for the whole family to come along, which I think is a massive bonus as well, yeah. So.
You're very busy and lots of support behind you by the sounds of things, which is great, and you're just getting bigger and bigger by the sounds of things. So, yeah, well done, Denver, and I'm sure next time I speak to you, you'll have more awards in front of you too. That website again?
Yeah, so the website is www.dadspace.co.uk.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me on. Thank you.